few and far between.
Bodybuilding isn't for the faint of heart. It is for the wild people of the world.
Progress you expect. And when doubt starts creeping in, that's the moment most people give in not feeling. Because today isn't just another workout. Today isn't just another day. It's your reminder that it's time to rise. Every drop of sweat, every rep is a declaration that you're stronger than yesterday, hungrier than ever. You see, the bar doesn't care about your excuses. The iron doesn't care how tired you are. But it will always tell the truth, having you rise to the challenge.
You got guys out here that push burning crazy weight.
And that's
why Ronnie's so damn big. These guys out here do not play around.
To yourself that you're not here to be average. You're here to rise above average. When the weights get heavier, and your body screams out, and when your mind gets to the exact moment you need to rise. Because if you don't rise now, then when? Every time you hit that snooze button, you're giving into the wave of excuses. It's not the iron face on the bar. It's the invisible chains of hesitation. Laziness. Keep you from even showing up. The moment I let those excuses lost the battle.
I beat guys on stage and I should never beat genetically
more gifted than I am.
I'll beat them because I'll work.
It's about moving forward.
This weight right here, no matter what, it's going to always weigh 45 pounds.
When you choose,
you know, whether you're shiny and brand new or covered in rust and blood, it's still 45 pounds.
You gotta have a certain attitude about working out when you work out with. I just feel like that you gotta be hardcore.
You've been given another chance to chase strength, discipline, and greatness. Every single morning is an opportunity to write your
The work ethic, just everything about him exemplifies, you know, what I love. You know, I mean, he's about the hardest working bodybuilder I've ever met.
They don't care if you're tired, sore, and stressed. They're waiting for you to step up. Life is the same way. Obstacles will never lighten themselves for you. You have to rise with more determination, more grit, and more fire than whatever stands in your way. That's why the discipline of showing up matters more than how you feel. Feelings fade, but discipline lasts. The truth is, people who succeed aren't always the strongest.
Early 80s, when the big corporate gyms started coming around, they didn't really like us in there. They didn't let us use chalk. Took all the good bars out, replaced them with chrome bars, removed the squat racks, things like that. And there was the really hardcore gyms were few and far between. You know, I started seeing there was a need for this, especially if I wanted to keep training hard, you know, reach my goals as a competitor. You know, I wanted to start my own thing. It created that hardcore atmosphere, the family, you know, of iron, of competitors, camaraderie among us all, people setting goals and reaching goals.
Before you know it, you've stacked so many wins that discipline becomes your default. And once discipline takes over, excuses don't stand a chance. Your body transforms, but more importantly, your mindset becomes unshakable. That's the real power of refusing to give in. Excuses are sneaky. They come dressed as reasons. I'm too tired. I'll do it tomorrow. Those are reasons. Their lie is designed to keep you. The more you believe them, the more power they steal from you. The only way to win is to expose them for what they are and replace them with action. No matter how small the step, action always beats excuses. Remember, every excuse is a brick.
A client next to Branch and Johnny the other day, and then Branch was rowing. We go all the way to 300 on dumbbell, 250-pound dumbbell, and he's just one arm rowing, heaving that thing like a maniac.
You don't fight them once, you fight them daily. But each time you rise, you prove to yourself that you're stronger than the temptation to quit. When you stop giving in to excuses, you stop being average. Average people live at the mercy of comfort. They let tiredness, laziness, and doubt control their lives. But you're not here to be average. You're here to rise above, to become the version of yourself that others said was impossible. And that version is only unlocked when you choose action over excuse. It's not easy, but that's the point. Growth doesn't live in easy. Growth lives in discomfort, in discipline, in the decision to do what most people won't. That's why excuses are so dangerous. They keep you safe, but they also keep you small. Rising is hard, but it's the only way to become the person you're destined to be. When you step into the gym, you're not just walking into a room filled with iron and machines. You're walking into a proving ground. The weight on that bar doesn't care about your background, your excuses, or your circumstances. It only responds to one thing: effort, and effort is something no one can give you, no one can sell you, and no one can hand you. It's earned every single time you choose to show up, push harder, and demand more from yourself. The beauty of effort is that it exposes the truth. If you give half-hearted energy, the results will reveal it. If you give everything you have, that too will show in the way your body transforms, in the way your strength builds, and in the way your confidence grows. Effort is the equalizer, the one thing that puts everyone on the same playing field. No matter how strong or weak you start, your effort determines where you end up. Think about the person you admire most in the gym. It's not always the biggest or the leanest. It's the one who grinds, who sweats, who leaves nothing behind. Why? Because effort speaks louder than appearance. You can't fake effort. People see it, feel it, and are inspired by it. When you give your all, you not only build yourself, you set a standard that lifts everyone around you. The truth is, effort isn't glamorous. It's not the highlight reel. It's not the picture perfect gym selfie. Effort is the early mornings, the sore muscles, the shaky legs after squats, the moments when quitting feels easier than continuing. Effort is raw, it's gritty, and it's real. And that's exactly why it creates glory. Because it's the part most people aren't willing to give. You can have the perfect plan, the best supplements, or the most advanced equipment, but without effort, none of it matters. Effort is the fuel that makes everything else work, and the best part, effort doesn't cost money, talent, or genetics. It only costs a decision to rise above laziness, above excuses, and above the temptation to settle for less than your best. Every rep you push past failure is effort. Every set you finish when your muscles scream to stop is effort. Every day you choose to show up, even when you don't feel like it, is effort. And those moments stack up, day after day, until they transform you into someone unstoppable. That's the magic of effort. It compounds into greatness. Effort isn't about being perfect. It's about being relentless. You will stumble, you will have off days. But as long as you keep bringing your best effort to the table, you will rise. And in the end, it's not the days you felt strong that shape you. It's the days you showed up weak, but gave everything you had anyway. When effort becomes your standard, you stop comparing yourself to others. You stop chasing their journey and start owning your own. Because at the end of the day, the only question that matters isn't did I win, but did I give my all? If the answer is yes, then you've already won more than most. Glory doesn't come to the one who had it easy. Glory comes to the one who fought for it, who sweated for it, who poured effort into every fiber of their being. More effort always equals more glory. That's the law of growth, the law of strength, and the law of life itself. So when you face the bar, the treadmill, the weights, don't ask, can I do this? Ask, how much effort can I bring right now? Because your effort is your glory. And the day you decide to give it all without holding back is the day you rise above average and step into greatness. Discipline is the foundation that separates those who talk about results from those who actually achieve them. It's easy to get motivated for a day, maybe even a week, but discipline is what carries you through the weeks when motivation fades. When the excitement is gone and all that's left is the grind. Discipline is what pushes you to show up. It's the alarm clock at 5 a.m., the decision to meal prep instead of ordering junk, the choice to finish your set instead of racking the weight early. In the gym, discipline is the quiet voice that says, one more rep, when your body screams to quit. It's the mental armor you wear when fatigue tries to break you down. Every champion you admire wasn't built on hype. They were built on daily discipline. Day after day, year after year, they showed up whether they felt like it or not. That's the secret. It's not luck, it's not shortcuts, it's discipline. Discipline is not about punishment, it's about consistency. It's not about being harsh on yourself, it's about keeping promises you made to yourself. Every time you stay consistent, you prove that you are reliable, that you can trust yourself. And when you trust yourself, your confidence skyrockets. That's why discipline breeds greatness. It builds a reputation with yourself that says, I will do what I said I would do. There will be days when energy is low, when stress is high, when life hits you with distractions. Discipline is the shield that blocks out those excuses. Because excuses are infinite, there's always a reason to skip, delay, or quit. But when you choose discipline, you silence all those reasons and focus only on the action in front of you. It doesn't matter how you feel, it matters what you do. Discipline makes success predictable. Without it, progress becomes random. You might get results here and there, but they won't last. With discipline, every workout, every meal, every recovery day stacks together like bricks building a fortress. Over time, that fortress becomes unshakable strength, resilience, and confidence, and it all comes back to disciplines. Small daily actions done relentlessly. Most people think discipline is restrictive, but the truth is it's freedom. Freedom from the regret of skipping workouts. Freedom from the guilt of not sticking to your plan. Freedom from the frustration of wondering why results aren't showing. Discipline gives you control, and control gives you power. The power to design your body, your mind, and your life the way you want it. In the gym, discipline means tracking your progress, not winging it. It means respecting rest days, not burning out. It means fueling your body with the right nutrition, not just eating whatever's convenient. These small acts may not feel exciting in the moment, but they separate the amateurs from the legends. Discipline makes the difference between wishing for results and owning results. Every rep performed with discipline is an investment in your future self. You might not see the return immediately, but months down the line, the mirror will show it. Your strength will prove it, and your endurance will confirm it. That's why discipline requires patience. It's the faith that if you keep showing up, the reward will come, and it always does. Discipline is contagious. When others see your commitment, it inspires them to step up their game. You become a standard in the gym, the person others look at and think, if they can stay consistent, why can't I? Without even realizing it, your discipline creates a ripple effect, pushing others toward greatness too. So, when motivation fades, and it always will, lean on discipline. Let it guide you through the tough days, the long nights, and the heavy lifts. Discipline is the bridge between your goals and your reality. Without it, you stay stuck. With it, you rise. And when you rise with discipline, nothing, no obstacle, no excuse, no weakness, can hold you back from glory. Pain is not your enemy. It is your greatest teacher. In the gym, pain is the language of growth. Every burning muscle, every drop of sweat, every trembling arm or leg under the weight is your body's way of saying, I'm changing. Too many people run from pain, thinking it's a signal to stop, but in reality, it's a signal to keep pushing. Comfort never built champions. Discomfort, strain, and controlled struggle, these are the ingredients of strength. When you feel pain in the middle of a workout, that's the exact moment when transformation is happening. The rep that makes your chest ache, the squat that makes your legs scream, those are the ones that shape you. Easy reps don't change you, they only maintain you. Pain is proof that you are challenging your limits, and growth only comes when limits are challenged. Most people quit at the first sign of pain. They see it as punishment. But winners, those who rise above, see it as a privilege. They know that every ounce of pain today is carving out a stronger version of themselves for tomorrow. If you avoid pain, you avoid growth. But if you embrace it, you unlock levels of power that most people will never touch. Pain also builds mental toughness. Physical strain is only half the battle. The real challenge is what goes on in your mind when your body is screaming to stop. That inner voice telling you to quit, that's where warriors are forged. If you can silence that voice and keep moving forward, you develop a mindset that can conquer not just the gym, but every challenge in life. There's a difference between injury and pain. Injury tells you something is broken, but pain is the body's way of signaling progress. You must learn to recognize the difference. The pain of sore muscles, the pain of pushing through fatigue. These are badges of honor. They are not signs of weakness. They are proof of effort, proof of commitment, proof of fight. When you push through pain, you build more than muscle. You build character. Anyone can lift when it's easy, but it takes guts to keep going when it hurts. That's why the saying is true. More guts, more glory. The guts to endure pain in the moment become the glory of strength, endurance, and achievement later. The world doesn't reward comfort, it rewards those willing to endure. Every drop of sweat carries a story. Every ache the next morning is a reminder that you refuse to quit. Pain is temporary, but the strength it creates is permanent. Too many people trade long-term gain for short-term comfort, but champions endure the short-term pain to enjoy the lifelong glory. That's the difference between ordinary and extraordinary. Think about it. Every bodybuilder, every athlete, every legend you admire got there by going through pain. They didn't escape it, they embraced it. They didn't see it as suffering, they saw it as transformation. Pain is the price of progress, and only those willing to pay that price can truly rise above mediocrity. The truth is, pain refines you. It strips away weakness, laziness, and excuses. It forces you to find strength you didn't even know you had. Pain doesn't just build muscle, it builds resilience, patience, and hunger. It reminds you that nothing worth having comes easy. If you want the glory, you must embrace the grind. So the next time you feel that burn, don't run from it. Don't fear it, welcome it, because that burn is the fire that forges greatness. Pain is the process, growth is the result, and glory is the reward. Rise through the pain, because every rep of struggle today is a victory waiting to be revealed tomorrow. When you step into the gym, it's not just about showing up. It's about showing yourself that you're willing to push beyond comfort. Every rep is a declaration that you're not here to settle, you're here to rise. Keynote 5 is about commitment, and commitment is the bridge between where you are and where you want to be. Without it, dreams remain dreams. With it, you turn sweat into results, discipline into muscle, and effort into transformation. Commitment is the fuel that keeps you going when your body screams for rest and your mind whispers excuses. It's what separates those who quit after the first storm from those who grow stronger in the rain. In the gym, it means showing up even when you're sore, even when motivation fades, even when nobody's watching. True growth doesn't come when it's easy. It comes when you keep moving forward despite the difficulty. Every time you commit to finishing that set, pushing through that final rep, or staying consistent for weeks and months, you are proving to yourself that you have what it takes. That consistency becomes your edge, your advantage, your weapon. Others might have more natural strength or talent, but your commitment will outlast their burst of enthusiasm. Think of it like this. Anyone can work hard for one day, anyone can go all out for a week. But commitment is what keeps you building momentum for months, for years. That's how greatness is built. One day at a time, one decision at a time, one committed action at a time. And before you know it, the small commitments stack up into massive results. Commitment is also about loyalty to your own word. When you say you'll do something, do it. Don't break promises to yourself, because the moment you do, you weaken your belief in your own ability. If you tell yourself you'll wake up early for training, commit to it. If you promise yourself you'll hit a certain weight, commit to it. The more you keep your word, the stronger your self-belief grows. There will be days when commitment feels heavy, when the weights look intimidating, when your body feels tired. But that's when it matters most, because commitment isn't tested when everything feels good. It's tested when everything feels hard. If you can stay true on the hardest days, then the easy days will feel unstoppable. Commitment also means long-term vision. You're not chasing overnight success, you're chasing lasting transformation. Muscles don't appear in a week, strength doesn't peak in a month, and resilience doesn't grow in a single workout. Commitment means understanding the process and embracing it with patience. You're in this for the long run, and that's where true glory lies. Every rep you commit to is a seed planted for the future. You might not see the results today, but trust that tomorrow they'll bloom. The man or woman you'll become 6 months from now is shaped by the commitments you keep today. Don't underestimate the power of one workout, one choice, one small act of staying true to your mission. Commitment is also contagious. When others see your fire, your consistency, your refusal to quit, it inspires them to step up too. You're not just changing yourself, you're lighting a fire for others to follow. Your dedication becomes a beacon for those who feel weak, showing them that strength is built, not gifted. At the end of the day, commitment is the ultimate proof of belief. If you believe in your goals, you'll commit to them. If you believe in your potential, you'll commit to your training. And if you believe in your destiny, you'll commit to the process until the results show up. Because commitment doesn't lie, it shows who really wants it and who just talks about it. And if you commit fully, nothing can stop you from rising. Victory is never a straight path, and in the gym, it's the same story as in life. There will be days when your muscles scream at you, when your mind whispers to quit, and when progress seems like it's moving at the speed of a snail. But those moments are not setbacks. They are the fire that forges resilience. Every bead of sweat that drips is not just effort, it's proof that you're still in the fight when others have walked away. Resilience is about standing tall, even when everything inside you says to sit down. When you push through the hardest rep, when you lift the bar one more time despite the pain, you're teaching your body and your mind a powerful lesson that obstacles don't define you, your response to them does. Anyone can train on the easy days, but it's the hard days that separate the strong from the weak. Resilience is built in the trenches, not on the sidelines. It's about embracing the grind when the grind feels unbearable. There will be seasons where you don't see progress. You'll look in the mirror and wonder if all this work is even worth it. That's where resilience comes into play, because real growth doesn't show up immediately. It hides behind discipline, behind the consistency of showing up day after day, long before the results become visible. It's in those silent seasons that resilience is silently shaping your future self. Resilience doesn't mean you'll never fall. It means you'll always rise after falling. Maybe you'll miss a lift, maybe you'll skip a workout, maybe you'll fail to hit your goal this month. But resilience whispers, get back up, try again, go harder. That's the voice you listen to when everything else is screaming for you to stop. That's the voice of champions. Your body has limits, but your spirit doesn't. Resilience lives in the spirit, not just the muscles. When you tell yourself, one more rep, when you push through the burning, when you keep grinding past the point of comfort, you're proving that your willpower is stronger than the pain. And that is the foundation of every victory. People who quit never experience the glory of victory. But the ones who are resilient, they may bend, but they don't break. They face storms head on. They take the hits, they stumble, but they keep pressing forward. That's why they win, not because the path was easy, but because their spirit was unshakable. In the gym, resilience isn't just about weights. It's about mindset. Every time you show up, even when you don't feel like it, you're building mental toughness. Every time you endure through the pain, you're building a shield that protects you in life outside the gym. The gym trains your body, but resilience trains your soul. You must decide today that no matter what obstacles come your way, injury, setbacks, failures, you will not quit. That decision, that resolve, becomes your armor. It becomes the force that carries you through every obstacle and turns struggle into strength. Without resilience, glory will always stay out of reach. Resilience is the secret ingredient that transforms ordinary people into legends. Muscles may impress, strength may intimidate, but resilience inspires, because resilience is what proves that you can endure more than anyone thought you could. And in that endurance lies the true glory. At the end of the day, resilience isn't just about lifting weights. It's about lifting yourself up again and again. It's about proving to yourself that no matter what happens, you will rise, you will fight, and you will finish. That's how resilience creates victory. That's how you win every obstacle.